know what it is now. Boys and girls of the podcast world. Matt and Tyler on the mics. They're gonna stay here until they agree. They're gonna stay here until they agree. Oh, thank you for listening. This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.
Fellow Americans. That is all I have in my Barack Obama impression chamber, unfortunately.
It's probably for the best.
It is probably for the best. But I don't know if you've seen our last post at Until We Agree. We are Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree with Until We Agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I believe we posted something that's pretty crazy. We were in contact with Barry. That's what we call him. You guys might know him as Barack Obama.
Right.
And I mean, what'd you learn? Because the Spotify feature was a Q&A section, and now it's just comments? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, again, this is Matt from Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree. Welcome back. The only podcast that keeps going until we agree. My name's Matt from Until We Agree. Yeah, so crazy week. We got on last week to start doing the Q&A section of the podcast, and Spotify just said, we don't do that anymore. Checking in tomorrow, it'll be back. It was not back tomorrow. So been a weird week. And then I get on today and they say, hey, we have comments now. So if you're listening on Spotify, comments and Q&As may be back. Leave us a comment of how you're feeling about the show or what you want us to debate next week. I know we haven't started debating what we're debating this week. But again, this podcast keeps going until we agree. So why don't we start doing that? Again, this is Matt from Until We Agree with Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree. So yeah, why don't we debate?
Please, let's do it.
Should we clear the air though first before we do anything else?
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna debate, I think the air should be cleared.
Mm-hmm. I was playing golf on Saturday.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Because you were kind of playing dumb. I don't know if you guys saw the news. There was an assassination attempt on Saturday, and I texted Matt like, "Wow, that's crazy," and he didn't know what I was talking about.
Hey, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so that's kind of weird, right, guys? And so I just want
Right,
to. Where were
guys.
you exactly?
I
was
playing golf. I was on the 16th hole.
Because I was in Texas. Now, where were you?
I was crazy.
You still haven't answered yet.
What? I was on the 16th hole.
That's what's crazy.
I was on
you
the 16th.
still haven't answered yet.
No, I was on the 16th hole. And it's interesting that you say you were in Texas. Where was the last president assassinated? Texas.
That was Dallas.
So,
I hear you. But I was so far away from this attempt that I'm out of the picture. And I'll say that. I'm out of the picture.
Too.
We just need to clear. We're trying to clear you right now. And I feel like we're having a hard time because you haven't said where you are.
No, I was in Nashville and I was on the 16th hole of a golf course. So
I know where that is.
Shut up.
Bringing back that character. You guys like that?
Yeah. No. So here's the thing. I know that our audience looks to us kind of in these difficult moments
we're a moral compass.
Yeah, a moral compass to guide us through difficult scenarios that we face. And I want to say that I think the official stance from Until We Agree, and correct me if I'm wrong here, is that we do not condone political violence.
Definitely
of any sort.
That is the correct stance.
And I would hope that the Until We Agree family aligns with us on that, and we charge forward into the future as a source of hope, you know.
That being said, I still find it weird that you haven't, owned up to where you were. But
well, let me tell you,
move past it.
Okay,
we can move past it.
Okay, I hear you. But would someone who almost invested in Bitcoin in 2013 have anything to do with this?
He's back.
Unlikely, right? Unlikely. So that being said, I think they've got that situation under control now a little bit better. And I think it's safe to say that we are not involved in it. Our only stance is let's not be violent. So that changes in the next minute, though, because our debates are allowed to be violent only between the two of us, though. No one else is allowed to be violent. We're allowed to be violent. So, no, we're not even doing debates. We're doing surprise topics first. This is falling apart. I was not in Pennsylvania this weekend, I promise. What's your surprise topic?
My surprise topic? Well, you're going to love this.
Oh, no.
What?
No, I thought, no, go ahead.
What did you think it was?
I thought it was going to be about the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
No, we already talked about that.
Right, and I just didn't
And
want
we still haven't cleared you. We still haven't cleared you. You don't have an alibi that I'm aware of, so we'll have to get back into that.
No,
later.
I was
might
with
have to
people.
contact-
I was with
I
people.
might have to contact someone maybe who has a little bit more say.
I was
and
with
we'll,
our
we'll really
I was with our business manager when you sent us that news.
okay. Well,
The guy who's going to send
I'm
us to
glad
New York
hear
City
that.
once we get to 10,000 followers. Follow us on Instagram at Until We Agree, by the way.
Right. Yeah. Please do. My first topic. It's not really a surprise. It's more of a pop culture corner
Sure. Okay.
moment, if you will. Did you see Eminem dropped an album?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty good.
this is the guy who lost that rap battle to Machine Gun Kelly, correct?
Yes, something like that did happen.
Mm-hmm.
So this album, like you start listening to it, and then he's just saying like the most absurd stuff ever, like trying to cancel himself basically.
Do you
And
have
so
any
like, oh,
examples?
I'm not gonna repeat these things.
Oh, okay.
But it's just wild stuff, and I was like, is he okay? Like I feel like he's going off the deep end here. But then you keep listening, and you learn that I don't want to spoil the album. It's a conceptual album. You listen front to back. But that's kind of the point of the album. He doesn't actually mean the things he's saying. It's a whole thing about growing up and changing. It's a great album. But you might like it. You might like the first half where he's saying all those things, and then not like the second half where he's kind of taking it back and walking it back.
Well, actually, I
So-
think I actually totally disagree with what you just said. My first thought here is Eminem, great rapper, a legend of the game. Is this not just like a way for him to like to say awful things and just like excuse it as like high art?
See, that's okay. And I'm glad you brought that up because like kind of
Because that's
is
what's
what it
that's what's
feels like.
happening.
That's what it feels like a little bit, but then it's like I don't know, because it's like he takes a weird stance where he's like, I can say these things because I don't mean them, but then
Right.
like, why say them?
And then
But
why am I supposed to believe him?
He does it so well, like within the song, that it's like, oh man, this kind of goes crazy. So it's tough to argue with it.
But like, why
you know?
why should I believe? Do we call him M? Why should I believe M?
Marshall even.
Why should I believe Mr. Mathers that he's actually being genuine with
that's
this?
kind of where the second half of the album comes in because it's like he's kind of talking about how he had to change as a person because what happens is I can get into this is just like that other time I described rap to you.
Mhm.
So Slim Shady
Mhm.
was the persona of Eminem who, was like him on drugs. He's the one that says all the awful things.
and he's always
he's
always on his feet too.
yes, good call out. And so he made that persona and was able to say like the worst things under that persona basically. And so this is called the death of Slim Shady. So he's killing him off, but really the first half of the album is Slim Shady comes back to life and he's kind of getting him to say all these things. But then the last part is kind of him like explaining he stepped away, he's grown as a person. He's not, that he's not doing it anymore. And then kind of there's like a couple songs where it goes into what would have happened if that part of his life like kept going and it was not good. So I do think maybe he means well.
Sure, but
And
I
it was
just think
very good.
I just think maybe if I were saying those things, and I'm just like this isn't who I actually am. This is just me saying things. I would still lose my job.
Sure. Yeah, and I think where M has the advantage is that he doesn't have a standard 9 to 5 in corporate America.
And those who are just joining the podcast, M is actually just slang for Marshall Mathers.
Yep. Well,
We're
exactly. M is slang for Eminem, which is slang for Marshall Mathers.
Right, we're just using slang to shorten up the show a little bit. It gets a little long
Yep.
sometimes. So
Yeah, the runtime's been long the last few weeks, so we have to. So to clarify, Eminem, Slim Shady, same person. We call him M, but his real name is Marshall Mathers.
Again.
Slim Shady's.
yeah, and we're just saying M to keep things short and sweet.
Yes.
We don't want to waste time here. So
No.
great. Okay. Keep me updated on M. I would love to see his progression on if he continues to be a good person or not in the next few weeks.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. My surprise topic, and those who might be new to the show, surprise topic is when Tyler and I bring in surprise topics for the other person. They don't know what we're about to say, and we just discuss those things. We're going to get into debates after this, but this is just surprise topics from Matt and Tyler from Until We Agree. So my surprise topic, this is Matt from Until We Agree, by the way. My surprise topic is over the weekend, I was listening to the music, which is a form of a medium, an art form, if you will, in my car driving home. And I was sitting at a red light, and I heard like a car honk, like a very distinct car honk. And then a song started, and I instinctively skipped that song immediately. The honk was in the song, if that wasn't clear. The song starts with like car honking, and I immediately skipped that song. And I think what I realized is I don't think there's anything I hate more in music in that exact moment than when you put car audio in a song that people obviously are going to listen to in the car. I think that actually like is maybe my least favorite thing in music.
Like sirens, like when you hear sirens.
Yeah, Sirens is
like
another
Sirens.
example of that. That wasn't the one I heard this week, but I have heard that before, and it like puts you on high alert and like stresses you out for no reason, and it makes me, I just don't know, and I don't think I've ever like clucked. I wish Noah was here to do a cluck for us. I've never clocked before that. I like instinctively, like in my head, I hate when that happens, but it happens so like without me thinking about it that I assume I do that all the time, and I need to start paying attention to when I hear car audio in songs, and I bet I do that reactively all the time.
What song was it?
I don't know. It was the song I never heard before. It was by Jordy Searcy. It had the word car in it, I think, in the name of the song. I never heard it before though. And here's the thing. Shout out Jordy Searcy.
Hold on.
I'm not.
This is the beginning of that song. Let's see if this was justified. Okay, so there's a little guitar riff before.
Maybe it's in the middle of the song then. Do you hear honking?
No, I
think-
heard it.
Okay.
We heard honking. I know you can't hear.
Yeah.
We have like a noise suppression thing where you can't always hear what's going on my side. But we heard honking over
You're
here.
Tyler from Until We
but-
Agree, right?
Yes, I'm Tyler from Until We Agree. You're Matt from Until We Agree.
Mhm.
Eminem is Slim Shady, but also still M and Marshall Mathers.
Mhm.
And that was Jordy Searcy's Getaway Car. And so there was a little guitar riff, and then it like was a car speeding up on you going boop, boop. So now we're all caught up.
Yeah, and so that was what happened to me. Was I heard that, and I was just I just didn't like it, and my point really is not so much that I don't like it. It's more that I think I've subconsciously been skipping those songs without realizing it for a really long time, because I felt like a lurch of anxiety when it happened, because I don't
Right.
leave a comment on Spotify, because we do that now apparently. We haven't tested this functionality yet, but if you can comment on Spotify, leave a comment and say if you like being honked at or not. We'd love to know.
Well, see, I was about to say, I'm the opposite. I drive like a maniac and then get honked at and then skip the song because I don't like
Sure.
the song to be ruined by the honk.
What?
I drive like a maniac
Okay.
and then I get honked at.
In real life, not in a song.
Not in the song, no. And then you have to skip the song every time you get honked at.
Why would you just skip the song?
It's just a little game I play.
Oh, okay. So you listen to a lot of these songs.
Yeah, I never get through about, I'd say 10 seconds of each song.
Yeah. A song that I really like, though, is Airplanes by B.O.B. I don't think they have car sounds in that song. That's a great song, though. And this is kind of like a sub point.
How does it go?
I don't want to get... I feel like I would sing it so perfectly on key that we would get
I already made that joke.
a
I already made that
copyright
joke.
strike.
Many episodes ago, I made that joke. So
Well, I don't...
sing it,
I
sing
don't
it, sing
remember.
it, sing it.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night
Oh,
sky...
please stop.
I could really use somebody take me back to the day. And then but that essentially that point in itself.
Did somebody press like plus 10 seconds every time? Why did you skip like every few words?
Well, I wanted to get to the point that I like most about those.
You do
kind of
know the
songs.
song.
Yes, I know the
Okay.
song. But what I love most about those songs, I love like those. I think the early 2010s did this so well, where they did pop songs with like
Mhm.
pretty hard rappers doing rap verses over like kind of like corny pop songs. And I think
Yep.
that's like some of my favorite music to like listen to, because it's like it captures everything you want to hear in one song, like the catchiness of pop, and then kind of like that fun aspect of getting to rap
Let it
along.
rock.
Yeah, like songs like that, and then like anything with like when like Pitbull was actually really good at it too. He would make like dance songs, and he'd like have like a fun like rap verse in them. Timber, sure. And so that's like a whole different point. I gave you two surprise topics today, but those are my favorite and least favorite parts of music.
Wow. Well, thank you for letting us know.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But you were about to say something about airplanes leading us into something?
Yes. I don't know.
What
Actually,
were you gonna say? I don't know what you were gonna. Because I was upset that I interrupted you because I have no idea what you were going to.
I don't really. Well, I think the point was that I like songs like Airplanes, that are pop songs with rap verses in them.
Okay.
But speaking of airplanes, why don't we get into our first debate of the day?
So speaking of airplanes, you just did it again.
Yeah. So this is an air-based debate. So here's the debate. If you could press a button that would make you instantly know everything, but you can never forget anything, would you press it?
Would you press it?
No.
Why?
Wait.
But like,
No. Yes. No. I wouldn't.
but what's the? I just don't see a downside.
You would never forget anything.
Why would you want to know everything if you're gonna forget everything?
I want to stay the exact same. I don't want to know everything in the world. That would be a burden.
How?
Think about knowing everything, not just like knowing like trivial facts. Think about knowing every single emotion that every single person feels at all time. That's what that means. You know everything.
I'm omnipresent.
Yeah, you're essentially, yeah.
That sounds awesome.
No, because then you had to carry the burden of being a dietetic figure,
But like, can I
and you're just
can
like
I
you're just a human.
compartmentalize?
It's
But I
kind.
know how to.
I don't. You'd have to. No, I think that'd be a learned.
But I know how to.
I guess you do know how to. Ooh. You do know how to compartmentalize.
Yeah, I know everything.
Shoot.
Shoot is right.
I don't think I've ever lost a debate as fast as I just did on this. That was actually an incredibly good point.
Yeah. So
I think I'm done.
You got wrecked. Yeah. Let's move on.
That's actually crazy. And this is coming off of your worst performance of all time last week.
That's not true.
were
What
you
were the
even-
poll results last
I think
week?
it was a tie, but I think that was just people felt
It
bad
was a
about
tie.
you.
No, they weren't feeling bad. You had
People
a,
were
you had
upset
a whole,
that people were
You
upset
had a
that
whole batch of cronies.
No, I
that
didn't.
You went. Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I
And-
didn't ask
And you
anyone.
had them. You said, "Hey, please vote for me. I'm not feeling good today."
What? That's not even.
Bro, you're so
I dare you to
annoying.
get proof.
You're so annoying.
No, you're just.
Bro,
You're just.
shut up, bro. Shut up, bro. I'm gonna be mean to you today. All
No,
right?
don't be mean. I'm not
Let's
in a
go
place
next.
to do that. No.
Let's go next. Let's go next.
People were mad that you were on their side. Zach was upset that you were that you.
You know
that
who
you
is
took his side.
mad? You know who's mad?
Who?
The people of Pennsylvania, because they don't know your location.
They
on Saturday.
know my location. Everyone knows my location. I wasn't there.
All right, we'll see.
I would. Hey,
Next.
I would like to just really quick. This is a sidebar. I'm gonna cut this out. Can you not be as mean, please?
Dude, I'm gonna be mean. This is what this show is about.
No, this guy makes one good point, and suddenly he thinks he's like the king of Until We Agree. You lose every single debate. People mock
It's going
you.
well.
People
It's going
mock
well
you
for me.
behind your back.
Things are going well for me. No, they
weekly.
don't.
What's going
they
well?
don't.
What's going well for you right now? Besides that one good point you just made.
College Football 25 just came out.
I don't even know what that means.
Of course you don't. Because you
I'm
probably
too
didn't have any friends that wanted to play with you.
No, I'm too busy actually having friends that like hang out with me. I don't have to play video games all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Well, why were your friends inviting me to play golf from 1,000 miles away instead of playing with you?
Bro, I played with them. What do you mean?
I know, but that's only because I couldn't make it and you know it.
Bro, I just had people out of town this weekend. I traditionally have friends in town.
Right. Keep telling yourself that, pal. Let's move on.
I do. Okay. Anyways, back to Barack Obama. Can you give us another Barack Obama?
Fellow Americans.
Yeah, that's really good. So back to Barack Obama. We were texting with him this week when we were trying to get down to the bottom of what happened with Spotify. Getting rid of Q&A. And in that we did a Q&A this week on Instagram just to kind of get that audience involved that we love so much. And of course, our girl Kim came through again and said, name a food that can't be made better with cheese or chocolate. And I assume that means on it or with it.
I have an immediate gut reaction that just came off so easily for me. I'm scared that I'm missing something. It was so easy.
Before
But chicken tenders.
That's okay. I'm glad you said that because you were we talked about this 3 or 4 days ago, and we don't normally do this. We don't normally talk about the debate questions beforehand, but this was one that we did talk about beforehand,
Right.
just a little bit. And you said cheeseburgers or something, or hamburgers was something that wouldn't be made better with cheese or chocolate. Because I think you were so caught up on the chocolate part that you kept forgetting about cheese.
No, and
this is
I
another
don't
thing.
eat burgers with cheese is why I said that. But I said I know that people would disagree with that, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna air that out because I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't eat cheese on burgers.
I think you're looking at kind of like this as
If
well.
if cheese was supposed to be on burgers, cows would be walking around with American cheese on them.
Bro, cows make the cheese.
And I've always said that.
Bro, cows
I've always
make-
said that.
okay, but
I've always said that.
Cows make the cheese that you eat on cheeseburgers. So you're actually like, they actually carry it inside of them.
No, but it would be on them. Like the slices of American cheese would be on them at all times.
Bro, that doesn't even make sense. That's
It
like
does if you
that's like
visualize
saying
it.
like the meat that a cow eats is like on them. No, it's like underneath their skin a little bit.
No.
You don't eat the. You don't eat the.
You don't understand. You don't understand.
Yeah, because you're not making any sense. You make one good point
What's your
like
food?
5 minutes
What's
ago.
your food? What's your food?
Mine is watermelon.
You don't think
And I know
Okay.
no, mine's better because like that's like something that you don't want to add, like because like watermelon just in itself like doesn't like have like this like super strong consistency that you want to add more elements to. Yours, there's a cheese in the world that would make chicken. You say chicken nuggets,
contenders?
chicken tender. There's a cheese out there somewhere that would make chicken tenders taste better. If you're not putting like sauce on it, if it's just a raw chicken tender, there's a cheese
is.
somewhere that would make there's a cheese somewhere that would make
if
it better.
chicken,
So you're
if
wrong
chickens
about that
were
one.
supposed to have, if chicken tenders were supposed to have sauce on them, chickens would be walking around with ketchup on them.
Bro, stop saying that. That's stupid. That's like saying that no foods ever should be combined.
Dude, I think you're onto something there.
Dude,
But
even
we'll move
dude,
on.
think about this. Even think about
now
this.
we'll move on.
Even with what you're saying, no, because you know you're saying stupid stuff right now. So let's sit on it for a second. Let's sit on it for a second. Think about pizza. You love pizza. That's two things combined. Like those are two things that
Some
don't.
would say three.
Yeah,
There's
those-
sauce on there.
That's
too.
true. I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the sauce and the cheese.
Yeah,
right
but here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's not walking around?
Mm-hmm.
It like yeast and stuff. It can't walk around.
Okay,
you know?
but here's the thing: is like I would argue that even putting more toppings on pizza. I know you don't believe in this because you only eat cheese pizza. More toppings on pizza actually makes pizza taste better traditionally, unless they're bad toppings.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah,
You're dumb.
I think it's safe to say that we both had two really good debates. One of us won each very, very easily, though.
Well, here's the thing. Mine's still valid. Watermelon, I could see people eating it with chocolate. People
No,
eat
I don't-
chocolate-covered strawberries all the time.
We're not just saying any fruit ever. If fruit was made to be eaten with chocolate, fruit would be walking around with chocolate pockets on.
Well, guess
know?
what? Guess what? Fruit doesn't walk.
Dude, I hate this energy you're coming with today.
I'm mad at you today because here's
Yeah,
the
you should
thing.
be.
Here's the thing. I've never even seen you eat a watermelon.
The thing about watermelon can be good. A lot of watermelon just tastes like water, though. You know,
Do you know what watermelon is?
it's water. I understand.
It's a lot of water.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's why I don't want to like combine cheese and water or chocolate and water together. I know there's examples of that works well, but not when you have like that like undertone of the water of the melon aspect of watermelon. So like watermelon's good, but I'm not like seeking out watermelon on my own. If it's given to me, it's like cool, I'll have the watermelon, but I'm not like when you come into town to visit, I don't have a watermelon on hand for you just because like it's not like a snack that I just like desire at all times.
Well, it's because you're not a very good host.
How dare you?
You know who would have a watermelon ready for me? Your
Who?
mom.
And you wouldn't eat it. You would say, I'm gonna go home actually. Sorry. So you said every
If
single
she
time.
had a
You came
watermelon
over
ready for me?
500 times in a 2-year stretch. You never ate dinner with us once. She forced you to eat lunch with us once because you came over too early, and you cried about it the whole time. And at the end, you said, "I should eat here more because that was really good."
It was tasty. It was
Yeah,
tasty.
And then you
And
never
here's the
did it
thing.
again.
I think what really was happening there is she finally had the son that she always wanted.
No, she loves me and she tolerates you because I kept bringing you around.
That's not what she told me.
You guys don't talk.
If I was told not to tell you, but we keep in touch. The only way we keep in touch, I actually don't have her number or anything. We keep in touch through Venmo because I Venmo'd her once for, feeding me through the trip when we played golf together.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we send $1 back and forth and keep
Just
up.
keep in
And I have
touch.
I have $1 from her that says, I secretly wish that you were my only son.
I don't think she actually manages that Venmo account as a thing. So I think you're wrong.
Who
about
does?
that. Probably my dad.
Well, then I have some bad news about your dad.
Oh no.
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, there's more of an argument for that maybe. Just kidding. I think he likes me. Here's one thing that you a couple months ago we talked about, and then you were like, I'm gonna follow up and get the answer, and you never did. There was a guy who commented that on our TikTok at Until We Agree that
Oh,
one of
yeah.
that one of
You're
us was
not gonna like
handsome.
this.
It was me. No, it was definitely me, and that's why you never brought it up again. Was because
No, he said I reached out and he said it was the grill master.
yeah,
and
which
then he
is
sent
me.
a picture of me behind the grill.
Okay, but I grill better than you, and he probably knows.
You
that.
don't grill better than me.
Yes, I do.
There's not a lot you do better than me, and it's definitely not grilling.
No, I'm actually so sure I do, because you don't like know how to do anything.
What does that mean?
You don't know how to cook anything, bro.
What do you mean by that?
Bro learned how to like
I cook for you.
you like create dough for pizza, and that's all I've ever seen you do.
That's hard.
I'm sure it is.
That's harder than laying patties on a grill.
No, but there's an art form to it still.
Actually, the real burgers aren't made on a grill, and you know it.
Where are they made?
On a pan, or on a Blackstone, or something like that. Like a
Dude, a
skillet.
Blackstone is a grill. Don't give me that.
Sure, but it's more of a. It's not a traditional grill where you have flames from either gas or charcoal. I bet you didn't know that those were the two options. But
Yeah, I do know. I know about gas and. What are you on today? First of you find out you're ugly, and then you get mean.
I didn't
makes
find out
sense.
anything. I didn't
Yeah.
find out anything other than because that wasn't today. That was weeks ago. I
Yeah,
was
you never-
reassured how
never brought it
handsome I
up.
was.
Never brought it
I was
up.
reassured how handsome I was.
No.
Actually, and I watched The Bachelorette over the weekend with a group of friends, and I was told that I look like one of the contestants on there, and that hyped me up for sure.
Was it the ugly one? Probably.
I don't know. Why don't you look him up?
It probably was the ugly one. I'll look
Why
it
don't
up.
you look
after.
him up?
I'll get it. I'll make a check.
What does that mean?
I'll check and see if he's hot or not. He's probably not though if he looks like you.
His name's Sam McKinney on the Bachelor.
Okay.
Bachelorette.
Okay. I'm not
Are you
continuing.
looking
the show.
him up?
No, I'm not continuing the show. I want you to continue the show. I'm not looking up until after.
I'm gonna send him a picture, or not send him a picture. I don't know him. I'm gonna send you a picture.
Okay, I'm gonna. Sit
You can
in
cut out the
silence.
dead air, and
No,
I'll
I'm
get your
keeping
reaction.
I'm keeping the dead air in.
You can
because
cut out the dead air.
Everyone's gonna
and
hear that
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
get your reaction.
Everyone's gonna say, "Wow, Tyler really doesn't know how to facilitate a show, and Matt doesn't wasn't."
Here's the
doesn't
thing.
hold his
I'm
hand through it."
googling. I'm actively googling.
Yeah, but that's
so you can get a reaction.
Okay,
I'm trying to get a reaction out of you because here's the thing.
It's an
I know
audio-
how to facilitate the show. It is an audio medium. I understand that. I'm part of this
Bro.
podcast. We've been going for 19 episodes.
This guy does
What?
not look like you at all,
That's not what everybody at the party kept saying.
bro. He has like almost the same hair as you, and that's it. He has
What about the nose?
He has a beard, bro. His nose is ugly. I hope you don't want him to have the same nose
Hey!
as you. Sorry, Sam.
That's my doppelganger.
No, I feel bad for saying that. No, Sam has a good nose. He doesn't have your nose though. Your nose is awful.
He's a good-looking guy. He's got some more tattoos than I do. I have none currently.
Yeah, and he has a lot.
He has a lot. But what were we talking about?
This guy actually has like good fashion too.
Yeah, and so do I.
No, you don't.
And,
Oh, I wish I had the picture
bro,
of you.
don't start.
Bro,
Don't start.
He
Don't
once
start.
once a
Don't start.
quarterly.
You don't want this. You don't want this.
quarterly, he will call me or I'm with him and he'll need fashion
No.
advice from me.
That's not
It
true.
happens. It happens at least
That's
once
not
every
true.
3 months.
That's not true. And here's the thing.
Mhm.
Matt liked my haircut so much, he copied it.
That's because I didn't copy your whole haircut. I copied one aspect of it. It was the one aspect I was missing. It
Yeah,
didn't-
but all the
it
other
didn't-
aspects were already the same.
No,
so
not-
why don't you
we
pipe
have
down?
we have different aspects for sure, and I think
Hey,
people would agree
hey,
with that.
Hey,
I have much more of a swoop than you.
you don't have much of a swoop.
Yes, I do. Everyone knows I have much more. What do you mean I don't have a swoop? Yours goes more like straight up, and mine swoops more.
What are you talking about, bro? All right. The poll today is who has more of a swoop?
Fine. I'm actually gonna post that too, and you're gonna live with the results because this will count as one of the wins for me.
All right, but
Thanks
on our Instagram, we're posting the picture that best represents each of our swoops.
Okay.
All right.
That's fine.
Add until we agree on Instagram. All right.
Okay. Thanks for the question, Kim.
Yep.
This is a great question. I think we learned a lot about each other and which one of us is stupid. So, the main point of today actually was it was going to be movie night. I know we've talked about movies a little bit in the past, but that was really kind of what we wanted to talk about the most. And I think there's been a little bit of hostility, which I think he's just faking. I don't think he actually means it.
You're so dumb.
No, I'm not. So, here's what the actual episode is about. I know we're 30 minutes in already, but here's what it is. First question is,
He can't read.
yes, I defined it. I didn't know which one we were doing first. Which one were we doing first? The actor one?
Yeah, the one I came up with that you were like, we were on the phone before this trying to figure out content, and I came up with this idea, and like I
Bro,
think he
don't-
started crying because of how good of an idea this
Bro,
was.
don't tell them we don't plan the podcast days in advance. Don't tell them we planned this 15 minutes before we went live.
Oh, days ago when I called him,
Right.
he was crying.
Yeah. No, this was
because
your
of how good
first.
idea this was.
This was your first good idea in a while, for sure.
Oh, okay.
But it was a good
Cool.
idea. So replace an actor in 3 movies with yourself. The first movie that you replace an actor with, you make it worse. The second one, you make it better, and there's one where the movie remains the exact same, with you as the lead. So, do you want to go first on this?
Yeah, should we start with? I think we should start with the ones we'd make best, and then work our way down to worst,
Okay, that works.
which seems counterintuitive, but I think it'll make sense.
Mm-hmm.
So, the movie I would elevate to another level, I think, is WALL-E.
What role would you take?
I would be, of course, starring as WALL-E. Because here's the thing. There's only so much animation could do. Imagine if I'm physically in there. I'm not the voice of WALL-E. I am WALL-E.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can't just be the voice, because I have an animated movie as well, and the thing is, you have to like totally take on the
I would
essence of the
physically
character.
embody WALL-E, yes.
Yeah. No, I disagree with that, because Wally's a robot, actually. The only thing I think you guys have in common is that you both don't know how to communicate very well, like socially.
I would argue that WALL-E is a great communicator, and honestly, his Riz is out of this world. He pulled Eva, so
Bro. What? Eva, the robot. What
yeah,
are you,
Eva.
What are your thoughts on Eva physically?
Physically,
Yeah.
how old is Eva?
I think a couple 100 years old, because they've been in space for a while, right?
Attractive. No, I'm joking around. It's a robot.
He's just messing around.
I'm just messing about.
But again, you
All
did
right.
you did take on the character of Wally to be with Eva. That was your main point, right?
Well, I think I just elevate the role in a way that
Sure.
whoever played WALL-E probably wouldn't have ever dreamed of.
Do you want to
So-
know? I actually had an answer for you for what movie you would make better. Do you want to know what it is?
Sure, let's do this.
You would do really well replacing Matt Damon in Downsizing. For those of you who don't know, Matt Damon becomes about 3 inches tall in Downsizing, and I think that you would embody that really well, just naturally.
That's funny. That's a really good joke. You proud of that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you know that everybody that just heard that, you know what they did? This is the sound of their car or wherever the space they're listening to this podcast. This is the sound it made.
Did you make a sound?
Nope. And that's the sound they made because that wasn't funny.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
I think it was funny. Do you need me?
No. Keep going.
Okay.
Your turn.
The movie I'd make better is Titanic,
How?
because it sucks.
I almost picked that.
I couldn't make
'cause,
it.
Yeah, we do
I
hate
couldn't.
that Titanic.
I couldn't make it worse. That's the thing. Put me in as Leo, and I think honestly, the
Oh,
ship's,
you
the
wouldn't be
ship's not even-
Rose?
No, put me in as Rose, and that ship's not
Okay.
going down for real.
Great. Yeah, because you're not going to almost fall off the ship and stuff.
No, I wouldn't be so dramatic about it either.
Yeah, no. Because what do we always say about Rose?
She's too emotional.
She's so emotional. Yeah. And why is that?
Because, it's just a traumatic time.
No, I think you said another reason before we got on here.
I don't remember the other reason.
Oh, do you want me to say what you said?
Yeah, go ahead.
You said Rose is too emotional. You said it's because she had red hair. And here's the thing, you kind of do too.
That is
So
true.
I don't know that changes anything.
That's true. No, but I think I don't think I would nail the role, but I'd make it better for sure.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.
Can't wait for the remake.
Yeah, it'd
Now-
make another $2 billion, I bet. What's one
No.
that you would what movie would stay the exact same?
All right, this one's gonna blow your mind.
Is it Matt
Hardcore
Damon? Matt
Henry.
Damon in Downsizing?
Hardcore Henry.
What is Hardcore Henry?
I've never seen it, but it's a first-person movie, so you never see the actor.
But you still have to do the acting as a thing.
I could do it. That's the thing. I could do it.
What does Hardcore Henry do? Is it like
I don't
an
know.
action?
I think it's an action movie and it's first person. I think that is the whole point of the movie.
You wouldn't be able to do the action. You're not athletic enough.
That's debatable. And at 5,000, 10,000 followers, we're gonna race and we'll see who's boss. So
Right.
All right, what movie would you make the exact same? I have an idea.
That was a bad answer. Yeah, go ahead.
Ratatouille.
Yeah, I thought about it because I could be the rat or the guy.
Tui.
Yeah, I also thought about that not for you. There's a movie called Fantastic Mr. Fox. I think you would do really well in because there's a blind rat who's the main villain in that.
I can see so well.
No,
You wear contacts. I don't.
Yeah, so I see really well because I have contacts in.
Right.
The movie
I don't wear contacts and I see well.
the movie I would keep the same is the Lego Movie.
Who would you be?
I'd be the main Lego. I look exactly like him.
The main Lego?
Yeah.
Who plays that?
I think Chris Pratt does. He doesn't look like Chris
You're kind
Pratt
of
though.
shiny.
Thank you.
Not in a good way.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, I it's an audio medium, so I'm not going to send you the picture, and you can be like, yeah, you kind of do, and like the audience is not going to know what it looks like either.
I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, feel free to do that if you want to. But anyone
That
who's seen
does
the
look
Lego,
like you.
yeah, it looks exactly like me, doesn't it? So I think
Yep.
I could step in, and I wouldn't be a robot trying to date other robots in my situation. I'd be trying to date
Nice.
Legos.
I mean, hey, if you're gonna discriminate against, robot love, that's on you. So
I'm going to actually. So thank you.
okay. Well, the movie I would make worse, Barbie. Now,
Because you're ugly.
well, no, because I think the point of the movie might just it might get walked back if I'm Barbie.
Oh, you'd be playing Barbie.
I would be playing Barbie in this scenario, and I think it would make the movie maybe worse.
Yeah, I'm glad you
And
said
mean
that.
less.
I'm glad you said that because first of all, I agree. And I kind of in a similar vein have my answer for what I would make worse, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Django Unchained. I think I would make it worse.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think the point of the movie might be dampened a little bit if you're the main.
And I see that, and I totally agree with that.
No, okay. That's good because I had a second one that I thought would be really hard to make because this movie will be also on my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I love the movie Parasite. I don't speak Korean at all, and
No.
so I think that'd be a disaster logistically to make.
Yeah, it would be tough. I don't know if you'd fit in super well.
So
No, that's a good answer.
that
too.
was fun. Yeah, no, that was fun.
And I would make the
And-
movie Downsizing starring Matt Damon worse too. It wouldn't make any sense if I was on it.
Right, you'd make a lot of movies worse, but just because of your acting ability, I would
No,
say.
bro, I'm a better actor than you. That's why I was a star of our skit in freshman year.
No, you were a star because you didn't have to act much because you were dancing alone. Anyways,
Yeah, I sold it too. Anyways, let's move on. We've done this. We're going to a top 5 list. We've done a similar, not totally the same top 5 list because we talked about movies that we love or that we know aren't good, but we still love to watch. So we've done that, and now we're just doing our top 5 movies of all time. No questions asked. You can ask questions, but that's the list. So I say we both start at 5, alternate, go back and forth, and then we'll
Let's
get
do
to
it.
1.
you want to start? You kick it off.
Okay, I'll kick it off. My number 5 movie of all time is Hot Rod, starring Andy Samberg.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
This is a top 5 movies of all time.
yeah.
Why are you picking a cult classic
Why did you emphasize
featuring
movie?
Andy Samberg?
Yeah, it's a movie.
Barely. It's fun, but that's a guilty pleasure movie. That's not
No, it's not. No, it's
top
not.
5 movie of
No.
all time.
No, it is a undoubted, unquestioned top comedy of all time. And I'm gonna say
All right,
right
if
now,
both of our
I have fun watching comedies every now and
Okay,
then.
well, if both of our top 5, if our top 5 list had to fight, who would win? I think that's how the audience should view this.
Okay,
So you picked Hot Rod. I picked Shawshank Redemption.
lame movie. No one cares about it.
It's so good.
Why?
Have you seen it?
I don't want to answer that.
You've not seen the Shawshank Redemption.
Of course not.
You need to watch it. You're a lot like the main character.
Morgan Freeman.
He's not really the main, but he's one of the main. But the main is Andy Dufresne,
Sure.
a criminal. You're a lot like him.
No, you're actually remember if we
Statistically,
statistically.
I'm not. That was taken away, so I'm not. So
Yeah, but we all know.
You're number 4. Go with your number 4.
Yeah, great answer for Shawshank Redemption. How original. Number 4, Wedding Crashers.
Okay, again, that was in our guilty pleasure movies because that's a great fun movie.
Well, you were.
but it's not a top movie of all time.
You wrongly put it into bad movies you love to love because it's not a bad movie. It's a great movie, It
No,
is.
but it is like it's not like a bad movie in that sense. Like it's not terrible, but it's like
it's
it's
like-
not like an Oscar-winning movie. Is what I mean by
That-
that when I say that.
That's not the point. It's our top 5 movies of all time. Not every movie wins an Oscar. And not all movies that win Oscars are that fun to watch or that enjoyable to watch.
Okay, well
And-
my number 4 is Inception.
Bad movie.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, it's purposely confusing for no reason.
It's not that confusing if you pay attention.
I don't want to pay attention.
I know you have. I mean, you have the attention span of a peanut.
Good answer.
Okay, give me your number 3. I'm tired of you.
I just want to say Wedding Crashers is like the top grossing rom-com of all time. So if I love rom-coms,
It's not that.
It actually has an argument for what it is.
When was money everything? Huh?
I'm just saying
Why is money everything now?
box office speaks to what people like. People only watch movies they want to watch. You know?
People only watch movies they want to watch. You heard it here first.
Yeah. Why did you quote me on that?
You have a
Like,
way with words.
why are
man.
you so
You have a way with words?
No, why are we condescending about that? That's like an actually like good point.
People only watch what they want to watch.
Yeah.
I'll just let you live with that. Give me your number 3.
I'm confused on what you have an issue with that for. My number 3 is a movie called The Big Year.
I haven't seen this movie.
It's a great movie. It's about competitive bird watching, and it's a serious movie. It stars
Okay, wait. I've heard that this one's good.
it stars actually Steve Martin, Jack Black, and Owen Wilson. Which I know what you're thinking. Those are 3 comedy actors. It's probably a comedy. I thought the same thing. No, it's a genuinely like heartfelt, good movie about good people who watch birds competitively, and it's so good.
The box office was only 7.4 million. You sure it was any good?
No, because there's levels. There's box office doesn't mean everything, but box office.
Earlier,
Box office.
earlier,
No,
people
no,
watch
hold
what
on.
they wanna
No,
watch.
don't twist
People
my. Don't
watch
twist
what
my.
they wanna
No,
watch.
don't twist my
People
words.
watch what they
people
wanna
don't-
watch.
People need to know about a movie too, and if people don't know about a movie, that's different. Yes, if a movie is successful in the box office, that speaks to the fact that it's hitting what audiences want to see. Not every movie that is good does that,
Right.
and that's not the movie's fault. There's factors that play for that. It's still a great movie.
Well, you want to know what mine is?
Not necessarily, but let's just get it over with.
Interstellar. 700 million at the box office.
Bro is giving the most vanilla answers I've ever heard in my entire life.
They're great movies. These are great movies.
Mm-mm.
You probably just don't. It's movies you don't understand. That's the problem.
Oh, I don't understand going to space. Yeah, I get Interstellar. I promise.
Bro, explain to me right now why you age slower the faster you go.
I don't know. Wormholes? I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't care.
All right.
It's been a minute. It wasn't a good movie though. It was a good movie. Not the best movie of all time.
Well, it's not my best movie of all time either. It was my number
Yeah,
3.
top 3 is still crazy though. I'm glad you brought up Matthew McConaughey though, because my number 2 movie of all time is How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, which is actually a good movie.
No.
Yes.
It's all right.
Thank you. What's your number 2?
My number 2, I have 2 movies in the spot of number 2.
Oh, so that's actually not allowed.
It's the Spider-Man Spider-Verse movies.
Oh my gosh, those are I hate those movies.
Why do you hate those movies?
The
What's
first
wrong
one's
with you?
the first one's good. The second one just stopped.
The second one's better.
The second one just stopped in the middle of it. I don't know how anyone can think it's better.
Because there's another one coming. What
That's
do you mean?
fine.
It's
That's
called
fine.
a cliffhanger.
It's not
called
a cliffhanger. It's not a cliffhanger though. It's not a cliffhanger though.
What do you mean?
It just the movie just stopped. The movie just
What do
stopped.
you mean it's not a
It wasn't
cliffhanger?
it didn't
It is
end-
a cliffhanger.
It didn't end in a cliffhanger. The movie just stopped.
Yes, it did.
The movie finally got decent and it just stopped. We listened to 2.5 hours of these fake Spider-Men having like these existential crises.
It's pronounced exist.
Oh yeah, good job, buddy. That was really good. Maybe some words are just words are just hard to pronounce. Maybe some words are just hard to pronounce.
It's pronounced existential.
Yeah, I said that already.
Cut that
I
part
got
out
to
where
it.
I messed
I'm
up.
not cutting that out.
Cut
I'm
it
gonna
out.
repeat it. I'm repeating it 8 times in a row. So, yeah. So all these Spider-Men are having existential crises the whole movie, and then like we kind of talk. We like watch Miles Morales like disobey his parents over and over again for the greater good or whatever. Who cares? Then he goes to Spider-Man Land and he escapes Spider-Man Land, which he shouldn't have been able to, frankly. And then he finally like starts fighting the guy with spots, and the movie just ends. it's like, why did we work so hard to get to something entertaining and the movie just ends? And the next movie is going to start with this. And the next movie is probably just going to be the exact same thing, but in reverse, where it's like we finally get like this fun like spot narrative, and then that's going to end too. And then we're just going to go back to Miles talking to his dad and be like, look, I know you worry about me, and I know I'm not a good student, even though I'm really, really smart. But you just have to know that I'm Spider-Man, because I don't know if that's even come out yet, that he's Spider-Man. Yeah, that's how I feel watching the movie.
That's
for the
how
first
I feel
2
listening
hours.
to you. What are you talking about? Just say your number one, man.
Band Slam.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to go watch Band Slam.
Yeah,
tonight.
I agree.
This move, no. To understand how absurd that pick is.
No, it's a great movie.
No, that movie is fun at best, terrible at worst.
No.
Yeah.
No. It's a great
Yeah.
movie.
No.
No, it's a great movie.
And so let's move on to an actual great movie, Parasite. That's my number one.
We get it. You like Parasite. You can't stop talking about Parasite. Parasite's good. Parasite's cool. Congratulations. You like movies that were nominated for Oscars. That's sick.
Okay. I mean,
I dare you to find, why don't you like go find like a movie that's like not just like the most non-deep cut answers of all time.
I have movies that I like that aren't deep cuts. It's just,
Name one.
as you've said, they're successful for a reason.
Sure, but not all of them get known. You just picked all successful. I mixed it up a little bit. I found movies that were actually like hidden gems at the same time.
These are not hidden gems.
Name
They're
a
not-
movie.
They are hidden, but they're not gems.
Name a movie that's not well known that you like.
Not well known that I like.
Yeah.
I would say Baby Driver.
Baby Driver's well known.
I would say if I had to pick,
Mm-hmm.
I would say Hereditary.
Okay.
I know it's like well known, but it's not like
No, I'll allow that one.
that's not like a crazy one.
I'll allow that one.
Thanks, I guess. I mean, I don't need your permission.
Okay.
My list like stomped on yours.
No, it
so-
didn't. My list
Yeah,
is
it
actually
did.
full of fun movies, and your list is full of movies that people just say they like because everyone else likes them.
Wrong.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Are we done?
Okay.
Are we done with this episode?
I don't know. Are you done? I'm tired of listening to you, so I hope we're done.
Look, I'm tired of you being so mean. I don't know why you got so mean today. Can we just stop it, please?
I am.
Look.
Here's why. Because for 47 minutes and 54 seconds, that
Bro,
probably
you
won't
know,
line up.
you know I'm
That
putting
probably
the,
won't line up for everybody because there's going to be cuts.
well,
but
and Hutch's song.
That's
you
how
remember
long.
Hutch?
48 minutes and 3 seconds. Add a few seconds. I don't care. Add as many as you want. That's how long I've had to listen to you today.
Okay. Remember Hutch though? The friend that I like cultivated a relationship with that does our intro and outro music.
He likes me better than you.
No, he
told me.
doesn't. No, he doesn't. There's
Yes,
no
he
way.
did. He almost
There's
took
no
your
way.
name out of the intro song.
Yeah, there's no way. You wouldn't even know that because there wouldn't be an intro song without me.
Yes, there would.
Bro, let me put you on to cultivating relationships. You don't do that, so you wouldn't know. But I cultivated
I
this
do.
relationship. No, you don't.
Bro, there's,
Name one
listen.
relationship you've cultivated recently.
there's many.
Okay.
There's so many.
Yeah, probably too many to even name one.
Exactly. That's why I can't right now. There's if I had the ability to know everything like earlier, I'd be able to tell you.
Yeah, but you certainly don't, and that's been made abundantly clear. You made one good
Listen,
point
Here,
for the
here's
first time
your,
in
this
19
is this is Matt's
episodes.
game plan coming into every podcast. Ooh, I'm gonna say some cute jokes, maybe be a little mean, a little cheeky, and then I'm gonna get out of here and go make spaghetti. All right?
I
You make
do.
terrible spaghetti.
First of all, you would never even know because you don't even come over. I invite you for Spaghetti Monday all the time. You never come over.
Because it's not good.
Yes,
Okay?
you don't know
I don't
that.
want it.
You can't
I don't
know
want it.
that.
I don't
you
want
can't.
it.
Stop.
I-
You
bro,
can't know that.
Bro, you don't season your pasta water. First of
Yes,
all,
I do.
know
I
you
actually
don't.
do.
I
Yes,
know
I
you
actually
don't.
do.
I
Yes,
know
I
you
actually
don't.
do.
I
Yes,
know
I
you
actually
don't.
do. Yes, I
No,
actually
and here's
do.
the thing.
That's
here's the thing.
crazy. Anyone who's
You
actually seen me make
use-
Spaghetti Monday.
What kind of meatballs do you use?
Bro, I use meat. I'm not putting meatballs in Spaghetti Monday. I don't want to eat a meatball in the middle of my spaghetti. That's a waste of energy.
So what do you use?
Bro, I use a 93.7 ground sirloin.
93.7?
Yeah, a lean meat.
Bro, can we please get some 80/20 in the chat? Please?
In the chat. as someone who started eating healthy recently, I feel like you would want to align maybe to 93.7. 93.7 also
But here's
tastes
the thing.
It actually tastes better too.
No.
It like tastes so much better. A sirloin over a sirloin over a ground a sirloin over a ground chuck, an 80-20 ground chuck is not as good.
I will take a ground chuck all day, every day. I mean, here's the thing. It cooks in its own fat, and it's just delicious. You don't know anything about ground beef.
Yes, I do. I cook it in an oil that keeps the flavors intact.
What oil?
Extra virgin olive oil.
Yeah, bro. No.
You don't even know.
That's the wrong
You haven't
answer.
even had it. Everyone who's had it says it's great spaghetti. And you know what? You're uninvited
You
from
fed
here
it
on
to
out.
like 3 people. I don't want to come.
Uninvited.
I don't want to be there. It's going to taste
Your
terrible.
girlfriend wants to have spaghetti Monday.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. She asks all the time.
She likes food with flavor.
No, she asks all the time.
She
And I
likes
always say,
food
you guys
with
are always
flavor.
welcome.
And here's the thing. You don't cook food with flavor.
Yes, I do. I actually
No,
do.
you don't.
You eat plain chicken tenders for every single meal. Don't come at me for flavor. You're like the king of dry.
That's the thing. No.
Oh.
You would think that because you probably cook dried chicken tenders. When the chicken tender's done right, it doesn't need all the sauce. That's my point.
Bro,
That's what you don't understand.
That's crazy.
That's what
crazy.
you don't understand.
A
You're
chicken
drowning
tender,
in barbecue sauce.
chicken
probably.
tender done
You're
right.
drowning in
A
barbecue
chicken-
sauce because you can't comprehend how to cook a chicken well.
A chicken
It's
tender
sad.
done right is still going to be better with sauce every single time.
Because
Yes,
the sauce
yes,
subtracts from the natural flavor of the chicken. What don't you understand?
Maybe sauce tastes good, Tyler. Maybe that tastes good.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. And
No, it
every
doesn't.
single person in the world agrees with me.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. That's why we all use sauce, even on good
Nobody
chicken.
does that. No.
What?
No. Bro,
Tyler, you
This
know
is
you're in the
embarrassing.
minority for eating straight
I might be
picky
but
garbage
I-
all the time.
Not picky. I'm not picky. I'm cultured, I would say.
You're not cultured.
You're not cultured.
Yes, I am. I'm more cultured than
Bro.
you.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Bro, listen.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to be mean. I really hate to be mean.
You haven't been hating it so far today. You've been very mean.
I hate to be mean,
Mm-hmm.
but this is why I didn't want to come to your house for dinner. Okay?
Okay. I just want you to be very careful because you're about to bring my mom into this because she's the one who would cook dinner for you. But
No,
keep
no,
going.
that's not why. That's not why.
Mm-hmm.
Because she cooks great food.
Yeah.
And that's how much I didn't want to be around you any longer.
Bro, you don't
That
mean
I would go home
You don't mean
instead of eat with
that.
you.
No, you would go home and eat like chicken tenders.
Yeah, raw.
Yeah, because you were afraid of the food. You probably saw my
No.
my mom was
I
probably
wasn't afraid
preparing-
of the food. I was
You
afraid
probably
of eating
saw
with
my
you.
you
I
probably
was
saw
afraid
my
of eating
mom
with you.
prepare a cooked broccoli floret and you said I'm not eating anything green.
I like
know that for a
broccoli.
fact.
That's the thing. I like broccoli. It's
Then
the
you would-
issue was that it was eating with you was scarier than
Bro, then
going home.
why'd you keep coming over? Why'd you keep coming over every single day? 2 years you were there every single day.
Honestly, it's because
You can't
it's
pretend
because I
to be
kept
hard
getting-
now.
Honestly, it's because your parents kept asking me to come play with you because you needed
Come
some help.
play with me. I was doing just fine. Thank you.
That's not what they thought.
Okay, look, man. I'm cutting this out. This is kind of mean though.
No, I don't care. You can cut this out. I don't care.
No, I just want
Your
to be
parents texted me on the side and
okay.
said, "Hey, you know what they
Okay.
said?
What?
They said, "Hey, Matt hasn't had a friend over in months.
Yeah.
You need to come over and help." Because here's the thing: pretend like you don't know how to play guitar, so he can show you some chords and stuff.
You were really
Because
bad at guitar.
He
man.
need, huh?
Nothing.
What'd you
Sorry.
say?
No, nothing. Sorry.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you better apologize. Do you want me to?
No, can we just be done?
Okay.
This show's called Until We Agree. Oh, thank you for listening.